Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Sanders first carry of the game. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Sanders. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line.
Sanders.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
6. Buccaneers, nothing.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Brady to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 37 yards. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7. Eagles 6.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Scott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Brought down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked them down in a hurry.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he finds the tight end Rodgers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without it. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 33, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Brady over the middle to Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw again. Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down and 10.
Now Brady again. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
25-yard line.
Check. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, help him. Mike, let me shoot.
Brady now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Switch up, switch up. 49. 72. 49 to Mike. Let's go.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended target was Chris Godwin. 3rd down here.
Coverage.
Mike's 49. 72. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49. 49. Hey, 66. Check pass. Check pass. Here we go. 72.
Brady to throw again. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, 10. 29. Alpha. Watch the out. Watch the out. Hey, Alabama. Alabama. 49. I got you, pop. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Check pass. Check pass. 49. 49, guys. Mike. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Touchdown defense. 49's the Mike. Watch go bandit.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This still anyone's contest, a 2-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
We got 4. We got 4. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 28.
That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's now 4th down and
1.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter with it.
And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Ryan stuck up on for the point.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll run on first down. Scott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Eagle ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go again with Scott, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin White able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's incomplete.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Looking downfield for Godwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Hooked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Brady going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10. At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Today's final score.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one up.
Got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with their opponents. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 1st down, Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
At the 23-yard line.
Mike, 57. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Brady going to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Go. Go. Crack it. 57 to Mike. Watch 57. Oh, yes, pull. 57 to Mike. 57.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Eagles 0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's second down. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 7.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. First throw now for the backup Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Oh, yeah.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Eagles nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Eagles first down.
Hurts is going to try and run. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Sean Jackson.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Eagles.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Formation for the Buccaneers.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 75 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Ryan Suckup on board.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate. wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Jackson now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs 19-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Dancing to his left. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
A 36-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
58, come on. 72. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 75 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play. Big-time result.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson forced out to his left. Oh, looking for Andrew. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now Brady again.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play...
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Antonio Brown, 45 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Ravens 3.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
2 brings up second and goal at the Ravens 5-yard
to throw is Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Oh, Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Raven first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ravens.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Lining up for the
and what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devin White showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for run.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Check 31, check 31. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift. Check, crunch.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. On the move to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Being chased out left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now is Jackson. Buying time to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Now Jackson.
2nd and goal.
Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got it at the 15. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Matt Judon in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.